There is something to be said for a man who can hold his own in just about any situation. He might not be the loudest in the room, nor the one gunning for the spotlight, but when the chips are down, everyone knows exactly who to look to. That is the hallmark of the Sigma male, versatility at its finest. They are not specialists confined to one lane. They are generalists, masters of multiple crafts, and always a step ahead when it matters most. Ask anyone who has spent time with a Sigma male, and they will tell you the same thing. These men seem to have a knack for doing just about everything. From fixing a broken sink to navigating complex business strategies, there is an impressive, almost maddening versatility to them. They truly are the jack of all trades. Versatility is not just a skill for them, it is a lifestyle. They are the modern-day Renaissance men who approach life with the kind of curiosity and confidence that makes dabbling in new areas feel second nature. Now, what makes them this way? Is it some kind of innate ability? A magical well of skills they just happen to be born with? This is the list of the 10 reasons why the Sigma male is the jack of all trades. 1. Their childhood shaped their survival instincts. If you want to understand a Sigma male's versatility, look no further than his childhood. For many of them, growing up was less about being spoon-fed and more about learning how to hunt with their bare hands. Maybe they were the quiet kids, watching the world go by while absorbing lessons others missed. Or perhaps they faced challenges that forced them to grow up faster than most. Either way, their formative years were a masterclass in resourcefulness. Psychologists often talk about how early adversity sharpens one's ability to adapt. The Sigma's childhood was no picnic, but that is precisely what made it so transformative. They were thrown into situations that demanded quick thinking and problem-solving. Whether it was figuring out how to handle a bully, repair a toy with duct tape, or navigate the emotional labyrinth of a dysfunctional household, these experiences carved resilience into their very bones. Their childhood taught them that no one was coming to save them. This realization instilled an early understanding that their survival depended on their ability to learn, adapt, and thrive. When you grow up knowing that the cavalry is not on its way, you become the cavalry. That mindset does not fade with age. It evolves into a lifelong habit of self-reliance and mastery. Their early years were a laboratory for experimentation. Left to their own devices, they dabbled in everything they could get their hands on. Whether it was learning how to fish or figuring out the mechanics of a bike, they built a foundation of skills that would later blossom into full-blown expertise. Childhood, for the Sigma male, was not just a phase of life. It was their proving ground. 2. They have been left to figure things out alone. Unlike others who might have had mentors or an entourage to guide them, Sigmas often find themselves on solo missions. This lack of external support may sound daunting, but it is precisely what shapes their jack-of-all-trades persona. When you are left to figure things out alone, trial and error become your best friends. Sigmas learn through doing, failing, and doing again. Take a moment to think about how this process builds not just skill, but also confidence. Each time they solve a problem, they add another tool to their metaphorical toolbox. Over time, these small victories compound into an arsenal of expertise that covers a dizzying array of fields. This independence cultivates a deep-seated curiosity. Without someone to spoon-feed them answers, Sigmas develop an insatiable hunger to learn. They dive headfirst into books, tutorials, and hands-on experiments. This self-directed education is not just about acquiring skills. It is about mastering the art of learning itself. The ability to teach oneself, and to do it well, is perhaps the most versatile skill of all. Figuring things out alone deepens creativity. Without a set path to follow, Sigmas often find unconventional solutions to problems. They are not bound by traditional methods or expectations. This freedom to innovate not only sets them apart, but also enables them to excel in fields where others might struggle. Being left to their own devices is not a disadvantage. It is their secret weapon. 3. They want to constantly feel challenged. For the Sigma male, life without challenges is like a meal without spice, bland and forgettable. They are not content to coast through life doing the same thing day in and day out. Instead, they actively seek out situations that test their limits. This relentless pursuit of challenges is a key reason why they become jacks of all trades. Challenges, after all, are the ultimate teachers. Every new hurdle they face demands that they learn something new, whether it is a technical skill, a practical solution, or an entirely new way of thinking. Sigmas do not shy away from these moments. They embrace them. To them, challenges are not obstacles. They are opportunities to grow. This drive to be challenged often pushes them into unfamiliar territory. A Sigma male might pick up carpentry one month, dive into coding the next, and then find himself learning the intricacies of public speaking. Each new endeavor broadens their skill set and deepens their understanding of the world. This constant learning is not just a hobby, it is a way of life. Challenges keep the Sigma male sharp. They know that complacency is the enemy of growth. By continuously testing themselves, they ensure that their minds stay agile and their skills remain relevant. It is this hunger for improvement that propels them to master multiple trades, making them the Swiss Army knives of the modern world. 4. They have endured environments where expertise was not enough. Life has a funny way of humbling you, does it not? Sigma males know this better than most because they have endured environments where being good at just one thing simply did not cut it. Whether it was a tough job, a chaotic family dynamic, or a survival situation, they learned the hard way that versatility often trumps specialization. In these environments, they saw firsthand how being a one-trick pony could lead to failure. The expert mechanic who could not communicate effectively with clients. The brilliant strategist who could not execute a plan. Sigmas internalized these lessons and vowed not to fall into the same trap. They realized that the key to thriving is not just about knowing one thing, but about being able to handle everything. These challenging environments forced them to think on their feet. Imagine trying to fix a leaky pipe with nothing but a roll of duct tape and sheer determination, or managing a team when the resources were paper thin. These experiences taught them how to improvise, adapt, and overcome. They did not just survive these situations. They thrived, and they did so by becoming incredibly resourceful. Enduring such environments instilled in them a deep appreciation for the interconnectedness of skills. They understood that no skill exists in isolation. The ability to negotiate, for example, often hinges on one's understanding of human psychology. Problem-solving requires a mix of technical know-how and creative thinking. This holistic view of skills is what enables Sigma males to excel in diverse areas, making them the ultimate jacks of all trades. 5. To test their flexibility and refine their adaptability. Flexibility is not just a buzzword for the Sigma male, it is a way of life. They understand that the world is constantly changing, and the ability to adapt is what separates the successful from the stagnant. But this adaptability does not happen by accident. Sigmas actively test their flexibility, pushing themselves into new and uncomfortable situations to refine this essential trait. Think about it. Every time a Sigma male steps into a new challenge, they are essentially throwing themselves into the deep end. They do this not out of masochism, but out of a desire to grow. Whether it is taking on a role outside their comfort zone or learning a skill that has no immediate application, these experiences stretch their boundaries and build their resilience. Testing their flexibility also allows them to better handle uncertainty. Life is unpredictable, and Sigmas know that being rigid is a recipe for disaster. Constantly exposing themselves to new scenarios, they become adept at navigating the unknown. This adaptability is what enables them to excel in diverse fields, from technical trades to creative pursuits. Refining their adaptability gives them a unique edge. In a world where most people cling to their comfort zones, Sigmas stand out as individuals who can thrive anywhere. This ability to adapt is not just a skill, it is a mindset. And it is this mindset that makes them the ultimate jacks of all trades. 6. They are driven by insatiable curiosity. Curiosity is the fuel that powers the Sigma male's never-ending quest for mastery. They are the type to pull apart a gadget just to see how it works, or to dive into a topic they know nothing about simply because it intrigues them. This drive is not fleeting. It is a constant undercurrent in their lives, pushing them to learn, experiment, and grow. This insatiable curiosity is not about dabbling for the sake of it. It is about understanding the why behind everything. When a Sigma learns a skill, they do not just scratch the surface. They dig deep, peeling back layers until they grasp the core of the subject. It is not uncommon for them to spend hours poring over articles, tinkering with ideas, or having conversations with experts just to satisfy this inner hunger for knowledge. But curiosity is more than just a drive. It is also a problem-solving tool. The Sigma male's wide-ranging interests allow him to connect dots others might miss. He can see how a principle from one discipline applies to an entirely unrelated field, and this ability to synthesize information makes him incredibly versatile. Whether he is troubleshooting a technical issue or brainstorming creative solutions, his curiosity ensures that he always brings fresh ideas to the table. This curiosity makes life endlessly exciting for a Sigma male. While others might settle into routines and narrow interests, Sigmas are constantly expanding their horizons. They approach life with the enthusiasm of a child exploring a new playground, always asking, "What can I learn next?" It is this relentless pursuit of understanding that keeps them sharp, motivated, and adaptable. 7. They have learned the value of being prepared for anything. The Sigma male is a firm believer in the Boy Scout motto, "Be prepared." Life's curveballs have taught him that being caught off guard is a luxury he cannot afford. This mindset is not about paranoia but practicality. For the Sigma, preparation is a form of self-respect. It ensures he is ready to handle whatever life throws his way. This value often manifests in a Sigma's diverse skill set. He might learn first aid, not because he plans to use it every day, but because he knows it could save a life someday. He might master financial planning even if his current bank account does not demand it. These are not random pursuits. They are deliberate investments in his ability to face the unexpected with confidence. Being prepared also extends to mental and emotional readiness. Sigmas understand that challenges often come with high stakes and no warning. By cultivating a broad range of competencies, they reduce the likelihood of being overwhelmed. This preparedness is not about fear. It is about empowerment. It is about knowing that, no matter the situation, they can step up and handle it. This readiness gives Sigmas a quiet but unshakable confidence. They do not need to broadcast their capabilities because they know they are equipped to handle themselves. Whether it is fixing a flat tire or stepping into an impromptu leadership role, their preparation ensures they can act decisively when it matters most. 8. Mastery ensures they stay in control. Control is a powerful motivator for the Sigma male. While they are not obsessed with dominating others, they value autonomy and the ability to steer their own lives. To them, mastery over multiple skills is not just a badge of honor. It is a way to maintain control in a chaotic world. At its core, this pursuit of mastery is about self-sufficiency. Sigmas are not the type to rely on others for things they can do themselves. Whether it is fixing a household appliance or negotiating a contract, they see independence as a form of freedom. The more they master, the fewer dependencies they have, and that freedom is priceless. Control also means being able to navigate life's uncertainties with grace. The Sigma male knows that the world is full of variables he cannot predict or influence. However, by mastering a wide range of skills, he creates a buffer against these uncertainties. When one door closes, he knows he has the tools to open another. This adaptability keeps him in the driver's seat, no matter what life throws at him. Mastery gives Sigmas the ability to shape their environment. They can step into various roles, influence outcomes, and solve problems with confidence. This control is not about exerting power over others, but about ensuring that they can live life on their terms. Mastery, for the Sigma male, is not just a skill, it is a strategy for maintaining the balance and freedom they cherish. 9. They have had to make the most of limited resources. Sigma males know better than anyone how to turn lemons into lemonade. Life has not always handed them a silver spoon, so they have learned to make do with what they have. This ability to thrive in resource-scarce environments is one of the reasons they become jacks of all trades. It is not just about necessity, it is about creativity and grit. When resources are limited, improvisation becomes a way of life. A Sigma male knows how to stretch a dollar, repurpose materials, or find alternative solutions to problems. Maybe he needed a bookshelf but could not afford one, so he built it himself. Or perhaps he wanted to learn a new skill that lacked formal training, so he pieced together free resources and taught himself. This resourcefulness becomes a muscle that strengthens with every challenge, giving him the confidence to tackle anything. Operating with limited resources fosters an appreciation for efficiency. Sigmas are not wasteful. They know how to extract maximum value from minimal inputs, whether it is time, money, or materials. This efficiency translates across all areas of life, from personal projects to professional pursuits. It is this get-it-done with what you have mentality that makes them so versatile and capable. Working within constraints forces a Sigma male to think outside the box. When the traditional path is blocked, they create their own. This mindset not only broadens their skill set, but also gives them the ability to see solutions where others see dead ends. Making the most of limited resources is not just a survival skill, it is a Sigma male's superpower. 10. To avoid being pigeonholed into one role. The thought of being boxed into a single role is enough to make a Sigma male shudder. They thrive on freedom and despise the idea of being defined by just one skill or label. This aversion to pigeonholing drives their pursuit of versatility and mastery across multiple fields. In a world that often tries to categorize people, Sigmas refuse to be simplified. They want to be more than their job title, their hobby, or their skill set. When they diversify their abilities, they ensure that they are never trapped in a single identity. If one door closes, they have the keys to open 5 more. This refusal to be confined is not just practical, it is deeply philosophical, reflecting their core desire for independence and autonomy. Their multifaceted approach to life gives them the ability to blend into any environment. A Sigma male can be as comfortable fixing a car as he is leading a corporate meeting. This chameleon-like ability makes them valuable in any situation, ensuring that they are always in demand. They are not specialists in a narrow sense. They are specialists in adaptability, and that is what sets them apart. Ultimately, avoiding pigeonholes is about staying true to themselves. Sigmas are not interested in living life on anyone else's terms. Becoming jacks of all trades, they keep their options open and their spirits free. It is not just about what they do, it is about who they are. Individuals who refuse to be limited by convention or expectation. And there you have it, 10 reasons why the Sigma male truly is the jack of all trades. If you enjoyed this video, please like it and share it. It really means a lot to the channel. Thank you for all your support. We truly appreciate it.